Welcome back, guys, to Clan Brandalorian, the podcast. This is episode 3. We're locked, we're loaded, we're ready. Bailey, how you doing today, bro?
I'm good. Ready to get this one going.
Yes, sir. Easy money today. We got some topics for everybody. If you guys have been tuning in the last couple episodes, like I said, this is episode 3, so there are 2 others. Go check those out. And, of course, follow us on our socials as well. We do post a lot on there. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube especially, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. But diving into it, Bailey, I'm going to ask you some quick questions. Where do you think Baylan and Shin are right now on Peridea?
I'm assuming that the way they're going to do these characters is Shin is going to be with Ahsoka next time we see her. She's going out, or maybe within like the second episode, she's going to be with Ahsoka, because I don't think she's going to stick with these guys for long. And she's going to end up going back with them. Baylan, I'm not sure what they're going to do now that Ray Stevenson has passed away. I don't know if they're going to bring him in for an episode or 2, and when they leave, he's gonna die on Peridea to help them get out of there, or if he's just gonna have died in between seasons.
Yeah,
I don't know what they want to do with that.
Especially if he transitions into like a Mortis god, either he's the son or the father. Something's gonna happen. I have heard some like talks and rumors like online that like Baylan is gonna be like a masked figure from now on. Like he's made a transition into, the other realm that he wants to be a part of, and like he's a masked character. So I mean that could be easily replaced with another actor, but his voice is so iconic, man, and especially voicing Gar Saxon. Like he's one of my favorite characters during the whole Siege of Mandalore during the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Because he's like the first loyalist to like Darth Maul, and of course we love Darth Maul, so I thought that was really cool. But you can't get rid of his voice, and then obviously his acting was it blew me out of the water. Even in watching Ahsoka, I was like, man, this guy can really act. So, I mean, I hope he gets good justice. He's already left off to a good start. But hopefully Dave Filoni's going to get it right. He can't mess it up.
I agree.
So there's a lot of time for him to write with something, because I don't even think an episode or a season 2 is in works yet. Even it's not even greenlit.
I think they've started doing like some preliminary writing, is what I read. I mean, this is just stuff off of Star Wars accounts on Twitter, so take that with a grain of salt, obviously.
Yeah.
But what I've read is that preliminary writing has begun.
Well, that's good, because we need something, because we're only getting Acolyte and Skeleton Crew. I think Skeleton Crew around this time next year, like we were talking about. But Andor won't even be until 2025.
Yeah, it's going to be a while before we get something new.
And Bad Batch.
Unless they want. I mean, I already saw a leaked trailer for Bad Batch, so there's a chance we get that earlier next year. Give
me Fennec. But anyways, back to Shin. I will say, what would be tight is if she joins Ahsoka, and we see Ahsoka help Shin purify her crystal like Ahsoka did.
Mm-hmm. I 100% think we're going to see that.
Because if you look at Shin's lightsaber hilt, it's fucking badass. It's dope. Like, watch, I'm going to see if I can pull one up. But it's tight. It's kind of like Maul-esque mixed with a little bit of like Kanan's. Like that little ring around the top.
Mm-hmm.
See, like it's tight.
I fuck with that. Yeah.
The white handle, and then with the like Kanan ring, and then kind of like I feel like this is like a Legends emitter, like the top, like with the little like prongs.
It kind of looks like one from the latest Jedi Survivor game.
Oh yeah, that kind of does give you some like Cal looks.
It looks more like the guy that he pulls out of the Active tank. The
Oh yeah. Well,
the High
shit, he's from
Republic
the High
dude.
Republic, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was tweaking too, wasn't he? Like kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he went crazy. Yeah.
It's like, bro, I just rescued you. Don't be dumb.
Now you're gonna try and kill me?
Yeah,
You say thanks first, bro. Damn.
yeah.
I need to play
But
that game again. That game's good.
I know I need to buy it. Actually, I saw it's $30. I was like, if it's
Yeah.
20, I'll buy it. Cause dude, the first one I beat in like 2 days for real.
I just kind of wish that it wasn't like you have to fucking run these puzzles around to get to where you're going. Just like, give
Yeah,
me a line. Oh, if you want to put bad guys in my way, good, fine. But I don't need to fucking play puzzles.
yeah. No, I agree. I mean, the game is cool, but I know it's like there's a lot of extra stuff, and I know they have to do that to keep like prolong the game. I get it,
Yeah.
but yeah, sometimes I'm like I didn't really need to do all that. But maybe we'll get Cal Kestis later once the third game is over and done with. If he doesn't die in the game,
Yeah.
that'd be tight. Get him in some live action.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get him in live action probably.
Yeah, actor's
Probably
too
in the
good.
probably in the Heir of the Empire movie.
That'd be tight. Or him and Quinlan Voss are chilling somewhere. Quinlan Cal movie, and then we get a because they both use
The Force touch thing.
yeah, like retrocognition or something.
Something like that.
Like
Yeah.
retrokinetic, and I guess Ahsoka is that too. I guess.
Oh
They're like,
yeah,
here,
that's right.
let's sprinkle a little bit of that on Ahsoka. That's cool though. It's Ahsoka. I'm all for it.
Yeah, she could learn new powers as she goes along. That's fine.
Do so with Baylan and Shin. Do you think we will get the Heir to the Empire movie? That's when we'll see them next, or will there be an Ahsoka season 2, or will the Skeleton crew get shot out to Peridea for some reason, and then it's kind of like a Book of Boba Fett where Mandalorian gets his own episodes. So maybe does Ahsoka, Sabine, Shin, Baylan get their stuff done in Skeleton Crew, or does the directing like of each film or of each show not match up? Because like Skeleton Crew's been done. Ahsoka's been done as well, but it's 4 months, 3 months since it's been out, so maybe Skeleton Crew is already wrapped up and they didn't have any intentions. Maybe they didn't even know Ray passed away yet. So, what do you think?
I Filoni is got his hands on all these shows. So if there is something in there that connects them, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think that the Skeleton Crew is going to end up rescuing them on Peridea. I don't think that happens. I think we see him next in either most likely Ahsoka season 2. That's going to get him out of there. I think Ezra and Chopper and them are going to go get him somehow, and then that's going to lead up to the Heir to the Empire movie. I think that's the most likely scenario.
Oh yeah, man, that'd be so tight. Like Ezra's like, well, I know where they are, but it kind of is really hard to get there. So he's kind of maybe he tells Hera like, I mean, we're gonna need something more grand than ever to get out there. But that's kind of the thing, man. Like I know Dave has his vision, but like Ahsoka and the crew, like they're stuck, dude. Like there's literally no way for them to get back unless they take Purgils. Like that's literally the only way.
That or they can take that ship. But
Yeah. At least they have the T6. I mean, it would probably take them like 60 years to get back, but
yeah.
man, I don't even
So
know.
I don't know either. So that's going to be interesting. But Dave's already got it figured out. So
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
worried about it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be tight. And obviously, man, social media, like we always talk about, like Shin and the actress that plays her, Ivana Seiko, she's all over the internet,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Like, and Ray Stevenson, obviously, got all of his wishes from Star Wars fans and actors all across the board. So they're obviously beloved characters in this show. Rosario Dawson got a lot of love, got a lot of hate at first for playing Ahsoka since we're used to Ashley Eckstein, but that just shows how good
Yeah,
of a voice actor Ashley Eckstein is. So I don't think it's any hate between the two like that, but at least a lot of these actors and actresses have come together and they're taking over the internet by storm. So I mean that's good for Star Wars, so that's a really good step forward.
yeah, I agree.
But with that being the little first thing, we're going to dive into the main deal right now, and that's going to be the Rey movie. And there's a lot of mixed speculations. I did upload a video on the YouTube channel, and that was actually the first video to get more than 2 thumbs down. It got 3 thumbs down, actually. 4 likes and 3 thumbs down. And I think it's just simply because Rey was in the thumbnail and in the title. So there are a lot of Star Wars fans who don't like Rey Skywalker, Rey Palpatine, Rey from Jakku, Rey Trash, whatever you want to call her. I've, as Star Wars fans, we've heard all the names. Uh, Bailey and I do have some mixed reviews for Rey and the sequel trilogies, but for fans who are watching and who will watch and who may watch, we're going to dive into some touchy subjects. So you've been warned. Here we go. Well, first instance here, Bailey, we do have noted down. What do you think is going to be the main premise of the Rey movie?
It's really hard to say what they're going to do with this trilogy. I assume she's going to be going along the Luke lines that we got to see a little piece of in that episode of Mandalorian. She's going to be working on creating her temple and trying to restart the order again.
What planet do you think she's going to be on? Or is it going to be a brand new one?
Probably a brand new one. It could be. I mean, though she could go back to Coruscant. That wouldn't surprise me either. Who knows?
That'd be tight. Back to the basics.
That would be really cool.
If you think though, I know it doesn't have anything to do with Dave Filoni, but I mean he'll definitely have some oversight now that he got his promotion, so he's going to be watching this closely. Which that's why I think Rey and whoever's in this movie will definitely be a quote unquote sequel fixer, because Dave, I think that's why Dave got the promotion right at this time, and especially during the end of the writer's strike. So I think this Rey trilogy is actually going to be pretty good and better than what most people will expect. But I mean, they have so much, especially in Mandalorian and Andor. We get to see and Ahsoka. We see Coruscant in each of those, and it looks like 10 times more beautiful. Like the choreography is just amazing. So maybe they're gearing up for her to be back on Coruscant, which that would be cool. It would give Star Wars fans that back at home feeling.
I'd like that. I don't think they're going to do it personally. It'll probably be the same temple that Luke had in Mando.
Yeah.
Whatever. But it would be really cool if it was the OG temple on Coruscant.
That would be tight. It's kind of like ran down, but she's fixed it up a little bit. Got some people to help.
Yeah.
That'd be tight. I'd be all for that. What I think would be really cool, since we're on that topic, is if it was on Coruscant, maybe if there were some, lightsaber hilts that were recovered that didn't get destroyed when the Empire took over Coruscant after Order 66. That'd be cool if she had kind of like an archive of Jedi lightsabers, kind of paying homage, and her, younglings that she brings up, they could all kind of look at those and pay their respects. That would be tight. Kit Fisto's lightsaber up there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Jedis like that. That would be really tight. And obviously Yoda's lightsaber never got destroyed because Luke tried giving it to Grogu. So
yeah, I read when they did that in Mando that there was some canon comic where it showed his lightsaber getting destroyed in a ceremony outside the temple on Coruscant after Order 66. So they did, and people were mad they retconned that.
Yeah. I mean, that's a bold move too. There's people who spent time writing all that and to get it in a comic, and John and Dave were like, nah, Yoda's lightsaber's still around. So I think that was just a call to George Lucas from Dave and John, just being like, hey, we brought this other Yoda species, and we'll bring in your creation of Yoda, and we'll bring his lightsaber back. I think that's really all that was for.
Yeah, I think it's cool. So I don't have any problems with it, but I didn't read the
Oh yeah.
comic either, so
Nope. Yeah, me neither. But we also do have noted down, will we see Rey with a Jedi Academy, or will we see her kind of like in the recruiting process? What do you think on that?
I don't think we're going to see her recruiting. I think it's going to be she's going to have the academy going. She's going to have the temple going. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to be within 5-10 years of her starting it.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that it would make more sense that she's already going to have this academy established, because the whole point of these sequel movies, or the Rey movies, not, is going to be something has come out of somewhere to threaten her new academy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, I would think they might show like maybe a little flashback of them like in a recruiting process, like her going to different planets, maybe even like 30 seconds
That'd
of
be
her,
cool. I'd like to see that.
picking up some younglings. What I really do want to see is one of Kit Fisto's species, like that one episode of Clone Wars where Yoda and Ahsoka took some of the younglings to that abandoned temple, and they went to go find their kyber crystals, and
Yeah.
like Gunji was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and that one kid that had an attitude is kind of like the lead of the group. But then they had the one that was like tech savvy, like he had like that iPad looking thing, and he was like Kit Fisto's species.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool if we got like one of those species, like as a youngling, like Ray found, couple humans. But definitely, I do want to see like more alien species being trained up, because and even a Wookiee, like a young Wookiee live action, that would be tight.
Or just Gunji as a
Yeah,
master.
yeah. Gunji,
That'd be cool.
Finn, and Ray just running it,
Yes, that'd be sick as fuck.
and Quinlan Voss, you'll be like 170 years old, but there will be no problem with that because that's what everyone wants.
Apparently, he's not a human, so maybe he just lives longer, so that could be fine.
Yeah, maybe, maybe. Yeah. I think that's something I'd really like in the recruiting process as well, because just seeing a little bit of, like especially like I said, we get 30 seconds, or even 5 minutes of maybe there's like a youngling that really stands out to Ray, and she's like, I see a lot of potential in you, and we kind of
Yeah.
get a new character in their little backstory. I think that would be really cool, and then see where they're from. But there's an actor, I think his name is Iris Elba. He's in a lot of
Idris Elba?
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the protagonist. He's supposed to be, or the antagonist.
Okay, that'd
He's
be
supposed to
cool.
be like a Sith, like remnant, and he comes back, and he's feels a disturbance in the Force, obviously with Rey in the Academy, and is the one to like come in and threaten her, like you said. But I mean, those are early rumors. Like I think those were even last year, like around Star Wars Celebration when they announced that.
I like Idris Elba, so I'd definitely like to see him as the bad guy.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
That'd definitely add a lot to
Especially,
the movie.
yeah, especially a new red lightsaber wielder. You got to see it, because obviously
Mm-hmm.
the last one is Kylo Ren. But yeah, do you think we'll see Ben Solo or Kylo Ren as a Force ghost?
Yeah, probably. Most likely. Or at least hear his voice. I do
Yeah.
think if we keep it up, though, that we're doing a little too much with Force Ghosts, with him being one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
I think Luke and Leia, especially when Rey sees them at the very end, when she tells that lady that was walking by that her name was Rey Skywalker,
mm-hmm.
she obviously looks over and sees Leia and Luke's Force Ghost, and that's what gives her the idea to say her last name's Skywalker. So maybe we see Luke and Leia. They're gonna. Mark Hamill's still alive. Rest in peace to Carrie Fisher. But we'll be able to get like a deep fake or a CGI of them, especially in Force Ghost form, because I feel like that would be a little easier on the production. But
Yeah, I don't think it should be too hard nowadays.
maybe with Adam Driver, and I know he wants to, like, he was asked if he would reprise the role, and he said, of course. But I mean, who would shut it down? Like, anyone who's in Star Wars is going to do a Star Wars project because they get paid handsomely, and it's Star Wars. There's
Yeah,
going to be fans regardless. But I think what they need to do with Adam Driver is he hasn't aged too much because he's still on the younger side. So
yeah, he looks pretty much the same.
I think maybe if they're going to do anything with Kylo Ren, maybe just like a maybe just kind of like a beginning, like how the Knights of Ren were formed, how what he did to get his spot in the First Order. I think that would be really cool. But there's a lot of characters in Star Wars who get little screen time, but they're big names, big impacts, but you never see them again. And I kind of want them to keep Kylo Ren in that spot because that just makes it that I feel like Kylo Ren is the character who really did justice in the sequels.
I think
It's,
that they're going to keep him in because I think it was pretty much said that he was the best part of the sequels,
oh yeah, oh yeah,
which is a sentiment I tend to agree with.
yeah. Yeah, see, and I think they should just keep him right there, which that'd be cool. Maybe if we get his voice talking to Rey, because obviously they were a dyad in the Force. They could see each other, they could talk to each other, no matter where they were. So maybe just his voice. I know um, Harrison Ford isn't a huge fan of Star Wars at all. He doesn't really like the character of Han Solo, but it's probably because he wasn't the main character in Star Wars. Obviously, Indiana Jones that he loves so much because
Yeah,
he's the face of it. He wasn't really the face of Star Wars, but I mean, who doesn't like Han Solo's character? I don't know anyone who's like, I don't like Han Solo. Unless you don't like Han Solo. Do you not like Han Solo?
I love Han Solo.
Okay,
Don't be
okay.
ridiculous.
I was gonna say I don't know
Harrison
anyone.
Ford, bro.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who doesn't like him. So I think maybe they should just kind of because there's really no point for him to be out. Him and Ray didn't really have too much of a relationship at all. Um, but I know you want Finn to get a lot of
Please,
upbringing
please,
in
please.
the Ray movies. What are some things you expect?
I don't know what to expect because a lot of these sequel movies had different writers, different directors. There wasn't, and that was the problem with them was there wasn't like a singular vision with these
Right.
movies. That's why they killed Snoke off in the second one because they were like, eh, dead.
Yeah.
They didn't know what else to do, and that's why.
Palpatine made him. We'll just throw him away.
Now Palpatine's back, so it's going to be more. I think these movies are going to be a lot better just because it. Not just because Dave's involved, but because we're going to have one guy's vision for all three movies. Now, I mean, there's going to be little. Obviously, he's not writing all of them, but he's going to go in here and be like, "This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense," and he's
Which
gonna
is
make
so
changes.
nice.
Yeah, and make changes. But what I want to see is Finn better be a Jedi Master in this because all they give him is at the end of the last movie, I can feel it too. No. That's just horrible. I mean, how cool would it have been for this guy to go from Stormtrooper to Jedi? I mean, and we have him in the first movie wielding the lightsaber like we were gonna have that happen in the second one. But then we have the different writers, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to us. So we're going to change it. And then in the third one, they double back. I can feel it too. I just think his character was done dirty.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think I feel bad for the actor because I've seen a bunch of interviews of him, and he's like such a massive fan. And there was a while where he was saying, "I won't come back." That was awful.
Yeah.
But now
But hopefully
now he said he's going to do it.
hopefully when they get a script going and kind of like a main storyline, maybe like in the second sheet of paper, he flips over and it's like a $2 million check. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I love the script. This is great. Yeah, I'll come back."
Yeah, I think he said that he's going to do it now.
Yeah.
But also, if they wanted to make him Mace Windu's son, I won't be upset if they don't. But I would like to see it. I don't.
What if he's like
fan service all you want?
what if he's like What if he's a clone of Mace Windu?
That'd be
His
really cool too.
his his arm that got chopped off fell down. Some scavenger found it on Coruscant, and like, no, I'm just joking. But what something I really really want to see is, it's, what is it, 15 years after the Rise of Skywalker was when this is supposed to take place.
I think so. I wasn't a big sequel fan, so I haven't kept as good a track of these movies. So I'm not 100% sure.
What's funny is I actually watched The Last Jedi this morning and I enjoyed like every minute of it. Rose came on the screen and I was like, okay, yeah, I really see why people don't like this character because she's very annoying. I hate the DJ character, the code breaker.
Yeah, I
He's like, we had a deal. I'm like, oh my god, bro, who wrote this guy? Like, what is this? That was like the biggest waste of 30 minutes.
I haven't seen that movie since the weekend it debuted in theaters,
Dude,
and
man,
I don't think I can push myself to watch it again. That movie was, I mean, and I hate to be like the Star Wars theory dude who just shits on everything that's not directly George Lucas, but that movie was awful. It was horrible, and I hated it, and I
yeah,
won't watch it again. It was just bad. I'm sorry.
yeah, there's a lot of flaw and you can just tell it's just, yeah, it's just not all the way there. But there, like I said, I enjoyed a lot of it up until like they really get into it with like the code breaker and then he like rats them out and then like it's cool to see Finn like beat Phasma and then she falls and dies. Like that was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, there's really cool scenes like Poe flying around in the X-wing at the beginning of the movie. Also really
Yes.
cool. But
Yep.
I mean, it's just got 5 or 10 minutes of stuff that's cool, and the rest of it I just kind of think is garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if there is, I think it is 15 years of a time jump, which would be really cool too, because I mean, all the sequels came out almost 10 years ago. So, I mean, you can get away with like the 6 years of the aging for the actors and actresses. But
Yeah,
I think it would be really cool. Like, opening scene, obviously, got to start out in the galaxy and then you look down at a planet and then go into that planet. And maybe you just kind of hear like some children like laughing and then kind of look over and you see like Rey's silhouette and then she's just kind of like going through like some like fun training with the kids because obviously this isn't going to be like a really strict, I mean maybe it could, but I just don't see it being a really strict Jedi order because that's what we're used to seeing.
yeah, I agree.
And kind of more of a laid back one, but more, enjoy your life, but at the same time, like let's really, you got, this is serious at the same time. I don't think attachment is going to be forbidden. I don't think relationships with others is going to be forbidden because I think that's where it's kind of wishy-washy with the Jedis. You can't, like technically Obi-Wan shouldn't even be sad that Qui-Gon died because, you can't have attachment. Even though that's his master, that's just his master of learning things from him. That's
Yeah,
why, like the early Jedi, it's like way too strict. Plus, they get kidnapped as kids. Basically, they're just like,
yeah,
yeah, we're
dude.
gonna take you away,
We're
and
gonna
then
take
you're
you.
just
Let's
gonna
go.
learn, and then you're gonna fight, and yeah, and obviously that was Anakin's downfall. But yeah, I think it would be really cool, just seeing Rey and dude, I don't know about anyone else, but I think her lightsaber is dope. I like the spin, like on the top, and then that's what ignites the blade. That's so tight, and obviously a yellow lightsaber. Shout out to the homie Plo Koon. Got to have a yellow lightsaber.
Yeah, that was cool.
But I think we need to see Finn just with the OG blue lightsaber right at the beginning, maybe some like gold dark tan Jedi robes. I think that'd be really cool because I think Rey's gonna be more so white, um, from the looks of it, and maybe Grogu comes in like in the second movie or something. Maybe they have kind of like a force encounter with Grogu, and then they're like, okay, we need to take on the second part because maybe the Sith antagonist that we face or whatever has like an army, like so they need some like muscle and they need some help. because a lot of the big characters we love, like in the normal Star Wars timeline, they're all gone.
What if the way they encounter him is they're looking for a bounty hunter
That would be tight.
and it's him? That'd be cool.
Yeah, dude. See, and I think that like stuff like that, that's what can make it so cool, is because at this time, because I'm a huge fan of wanting Grogu to take the Darksaber crystal and make his own and
Yeah,
make it new, because like the Darksaber is like 10,000 years old, like by the time of like episode 6. So obviously it's really old and outdated. So maybe Grogu can kind of take, like Jedi or Sith like inspired hilts and use the Darksaber crystal, and that would be really cool, because he will be a full-fledged Mandalorian Jedi at that point. And no one, unless Dave is like, hey, Sabine is the second to Tar Vizsla in Jedi Mandalorian, which, I mean, I'm all for that. I think Sabine's character at the beginning of Ahsoka was super annoying, but then she like turned into an awesome character by the end. But yeah, dude, I think Grogu's going to be the next Mandalorian Jedi. That would be really cool. And I want to see this dude in armor. I don't want it under his robe. I want it, over.
that'd be cool. I'd like to see
And,
that.
and a helmet, but like slots where his ears can
For his
come out.
ears, yeah.
But I don't know,
Yeah,
dude. There's just so much.
to see that.
There's so much that they can do, and I just hope that they understand that there's so much they can do. It doesn't have to be just like one way. Like I want like a million writers on this. That way Dave and like I forget her name already, but the lady who's directing the Rey movies, like I want them to like just sit down and see every possible equation, because I feel like some people are going to go into this Rey movie watching it and be like, I'm expecting this, so if this doesn't happen, I'm not sold on it. I'm out. So they're really going to have to go forward on getting this almost 100% perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
But so if Finn is in the Rey movies, how big of an impact do you think he'll have? Will he be
I
kind of
mean,
like a 2080 kind of character he was in the sequels, or will he kind of be like a 50-50, 70-30? What do you think?
I don't think they're going to get that actor back after those movies for less than 50-50. And
Yeah.
that's what I mean. And I wouldn't, and that's kind of what I want to see anyways. So I'd say 50-50.
Yeah. At least give him a big role. Maybe Rey's right hand man.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
They're kind of like the Yoda and Mace Windu of the council. I think that's just where that has to start off. Like it can't be any other way.
Yeah, something like that. I think would be the right choice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you think R2-D2 will be with Rey? Like, will R2 be Rey's droid?
R2 and 3PO both probably. I mean, those are the one things. Those are the two people that are constant in everything Star Wars. I don't think they can do. I think we'll have R2, and you can't have R2 without 3PO.
Yeah. Maybe. And see, that's the thing too. I wonder, like the resistance, like it went the rebellion and then it went the resistance. Like, do you think there's going to be something like along those lines in this movie?
I don't know if it's going to be as big a threat as the Empire, but if it's like an Idris Elba dark side user kind of thing, then I think it's going to be there's going to be like an army of like dark side users.
That'd be tight. Man, they should have saved the Dark Troop. The Dark Trooper should have like never died, so he can go ahead and just like revamp them, like just Beskar, just like troopers. That'd be tight to see again, like especially like later in the timeline. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I'd like to see that too.
But kind of one of the last things we have noted, would you like to see it as a trilogy or just like one movie?
I'm guessing that we're gonna. I don't know if we can open and close some big plot line in Star Wars with less than two. So I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be at least two movies,
Two
probably a
would be tight.
trilogy. I mean, it's Star Wars. We roll in trilogies here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm inclined to believe that it's going to be a trilogy. I don't. I just don't know what to expect from it now until I see the first movie.
Yeah, I agree. I think with it being a trilogy, it keeps it OG to Star Wars. Plus, it gives you three chances to understand the story. If it's a little sketchy, if people are still kind of skeptical on Rey and her character, I think three more movies can kind of balance that out. But then again, if you think about it, Rey's gonna have as much like movie screen time as Anakin Skywalker. So if you're gonna give another character that much movie and that much screen time, it has to be executed perfectly.
Yeah, especially after the last movies weren't super great. I mean, they're going to be tiptoeing here.
Oh yeah, walking on eggshells, like they say.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything that comes to your mind to kind of close out the episode, or is there anything you want to see in any Star Wars project, or anything you're expecting in Lego form, Funko form, anything like that?
I'm guessing it's a little ways out still, but we're coming up on the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, we are, man. That's like
Which,
literally a year and like 2 weeks away.
and that's when we're going to start getting hopefully 20th anniversary Legos for that,
I know,
which
dude.
I've
I
been
hope they
talking about
don't.
for a year already.
I hope they just don't do it like the Clone Wars. Like we didn't get that many good Clone Wars sets. Like
You
a
just don't
couple.
like the artwork.
Well, the only thing I really liked is, or the thing I didn't like this year was like Yoda Starfighter, which is cool. Like I bought that as soon as it released, but it's just like that's all we're getting. Like for the 20th year of the Clone Wars, like we gotta have, you know, like we're some Pong Krill and like Captain Rex,
Oh, that'd
like
be sick.
like we're getting the Funkos, but like where's that in like a Lego set? Like because you could just throw in some random Phase One trooper or Phase Two troopers, and even some sets with Commander Cody. Obviously we got the helmets, but it's just I feel like they just kind of lacked on that.
Well, we got
um
the Coruscant gunship later.
oh yeah, that is true. I'm kind of thinking of what I have, not really the
Yeah, I
but
didn't think about it for a second because I don't have it yet.
yeah, I'm hoping to get that like after the first.
Yeah, that's about what I'm thinking for the same thing. But
um
I'd like to see them redo the Palpatine shuttle when he goes to pick up Anakin on Mustafar after he's been
oh
burned.
yeah,
Because they
that
did
would be,
that. I don't know when that originally came out, but obviously for Revenge of the Sith, I'd like to see him redo that.
yeah, that would be tight.
If they wanted to do like their starfight, not their star, their starfighters from the opening scene of Revenge of the Sith, like and like dual pack it so I get Anakin's and Obi-Wan's.
Oh my god, dude! If they're gonna do, they've done the Mandalorian Fang Fighter and the TIE Interceptor 2-pack,
Yeah, and then they did
Shin
the other one
Hati
for
in the
yeah.
E-wing, and dude, if we got either Obi-Wan and Anakin's Jedi Starfighters from Revenge of the Sith 2-pack, dude, $200, I'll still buy
I'd want they'd have to be pretty big
it.
for $200, and because they haven't been very big ships. They've made them. I don't know if they made Obi-Wan's Interceptor, but they've made
Like,
Anakin's, and I don't think they're super big.
no, but I mean, if they made them decent size, like larger than a MIDI scale, oh, dude,
Oh yeah, no
they could throw
problem.
any price tag on it.
I
Dude,
agree.
the diorama sets though could easily get a battle over Coruscant, right at the beginning.
Could do Mustafar.
You could do Mustafar easily. You could do the battle on Kashyyyk easily. Give me some goddamn Kashyyyk uh, scout troopers. Like I need it all.
Yes,
Maybe
they
a
could do.
Tarful minifig. Anything.
They could do like the operating room where he's getting turned into Vader as
Yes,
a
yes,
diorama.
dude. Yes.
That'd
All
be
the
cool.
medical droids and then like Palpatine like off to the side with like a grin on his face.
That'd be cool.
Or even Dooku, and when they fight Dooku, Anakin,
Yeah,
Obi-Wan, Palpatine. But I feel like that would kind of look like the throne room diorama, just because it's just Palpatine sitting on a chair again, just watching people fight.
It'd be nice
But
if they give us like a Dooku fig though. Give
yeah,
me something with Dooku fig. I don't care what you do. They did like his Solar Sailor from Clone Wars, so I wouldn't think we get that in a Revenge of the Sith thing because we don't see Revenge of the Sith. But I want
right,
to do something with Dooku so I can have a Dooku minifig. I don't have
yeah, and the curved lightsaber hilt would be tight too.
one. Mm-hmm.
Man, see, they could do so much. They could even do like when Obi-Wan fights Grievous and like two of his uh droids that have like the staff.
The Magna Guards.
Yes, like two of those. You know, man, there's a lot they could do. But I'm still way too excited, and I'm so ready to see like leaked pictures of the Boonta Eve pod racer diorama.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even know how that's gonna play out, but I'm excited for that. So I hope those are really good. And the MIDI scale ships, got to have all three of them.
Yeah, those I will probably buy all those at once, and I will just sit out on my couch and build them all one night.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I'm excited to get a set to build again. It's been a while.
It has been a while. The last couple things I've bought are just been like the battle packs.
Yeah, they're so easy to buy too, and they're cheap.
Yeah, they're like $15 for like 6 clone troopers. Yeah, easy.
And it adds to the collection. I need to get another spice rack too. Build another shelf for all the figs because I'm kind of running out of room.
I'm gonna have to order another one soon.
But yeah, you have the case, don't you? It's
Yeah,
like a case for him.
Yeah, I got a couple of those now. That first one's full because that Grievous fig I have takes up like a third of it, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. He's wide.
He's a big boy.
But hell yeah, dude, I'm so excited for Lego, and especially this year. I feel like it's picking up again because like all the sets we were talking about the other day, like a lot of them are retiring. So there's going to be so much like shelf like that's going to be exposed. So they're going to have to fill those up at the stores. So that'll be really tight.
Yeah, it will be nice.
But I mean, kind of wrapping it up, guys, you know where to find us. Look on Instagram, look on TikTok, look on Twitter, sometimes not really on there too much. But YouTube, that's our big thing here. If you like this, share it to someone who's a Star Wars fan. Leave us a like, comment some things, let us know if there's things we missed or things you want us to talk about in the next episode. But of course, subscribe. That helps us out and it lets us know that we're dishing out some good content for you guys. So, but Bailey, is there anything else you want to end on?
I think we already got it for this week. Just can't wait to see y'all next week.
Yep, we'll be back. We try to do one once a week, and we're really on track with that. So, but as always, Clan Brandalorian, I'm out of here. Bailey, tell them what's up.
We'll see you next week, guys.
All right, y'all. Peace out.